If you're somebody who plays pickleball or somebody who is thinking about taking up pickleball, the most important thing for you to be is flexible and mobile. So today I'm going to teach you 6 of the most essential lower limb stretching and mobility exercises that will help improve your pickleball game. I'm Gavin Noble from Gavin Noble Physiotherapy, and you're watching the 10X Physio channel. This is the channel where we teach you all the best top tips and tricks to help have a healthier life. And we're now going to get stuck in to the exercises. This exercise is ankle circles, so really to help that mobility of the ankles. So we're standing over on one leg and we start to circle this foot around. So we're going clockwise 10 times, and then we go anti-clockwise 10 times, all whilst mobilising that ankle joint. And when we've done one leg, we'll just go over to that other leg and circle that foot around again, clockwise and anti-clockwise, and that is our ankle mobility. This exercise is our calf stretch. So I'm going to come up against the wall here. So I'm going to place my hands just up against the wall. So I'm taking the leg back that's going to be stretched. So this calf here on this side, we're going to stretch. So I'm going to keep this knee straight first. Okay, we're in this step stance here. And all we're going to do is let those hips just gently slide forward. Keep that back heel down, and we start to feel a bit of a stretch into that calf muscle. We want to hold that for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then we'll release. Just give a little rest, and then come back down again. So heel comes down, and we let those hips slide forward, and we get that stretch into the calf. Now, we want to do 5 of these on each side. So after that, we will swap over. And again, that back heel stays down, and we just come forward like so. And we will repeat that 5 times on that other leg. Now, we'll also stretch the calf off just a little differently. So this time again, we're in this step stance. This back knee will bend just a little bit, and again we'll just come forward again, keeping that back knee bent a little bit, and that will just stretch off a different part of the calf. Again, we'll do that on both sides. Okay, as you see, my feet are pointing forward towards the wall. We let that back knee just gently bend, and then we let those hips come forward, and the heel stays down, and we get a little stretch again into the calf. Again, with that exercise, we're going to do 5 again on each side, holding each stretch for 10 to 15 seconds. This exercise is our quad stretch. So again, we're just standing first. You can use a wall just to help you maintain your balance. Okay, so we're going to take our weight over onto one leg, and we're going to take this other leg, and we're going to try and grab hold of the foot or ankle, like so. Okay, so we start to feel a bit of a stretch down through the front of the quads, and then from there, what we want to do is we actually want to start taking that knee back a little bit, so just to further increase that stretch. Again, we want to hold that stretch for 10 to 15 seconds. If I just show you from the side, so again, we're just going to use the wall just to help keep our balance. We grab hold of that foot or the ankle, okay? So we've got that heel close up towards the buttocks there. Bit of a stretch onto the quads, and then from there, we can start to bring that knee back, okay? Just to gently increase that stretch into the quads. Okay, so again, we're holding that for 10 to 15 seconds, and we want to do 5 on each side, and that is our quad stretch. This exercise is a hip circle, so really trying to mobilize into the hip, especially if you have tight hips. And again, you're just doing this exercise to a point that feels comfortable for you to do, but we're actually still getting the movement. Again, I'm going to use the wall just to keep balance. All we're doing is we're going to lift one leg up in front, this 90-degree position, take it out to the side and let it come back down. So it's up, out to the side and back down. Okay, good. And then remember, we'll always go over to the other side as well. So it's the same thing, leg lifts up, rotates out and back down. So it's up, rotate out and back down. Okay, so that is your hip rotation. Remember, it's just 5 on each side, and that's our hip mobility. Now this is our hip flexor stretch. So as you can see, we're coming into this lunge type position. So I've popped a little pillow just in underneath that knee just to give it a little bit of support so I'm not irritating anything in around the knee. So again, we're just up nice and tall here. My tailbone at the back here, I'm just tucking that underneath like so. And then we're just going to gently slide these hips forward, and we start to get a bit of a stretch down and through the front of that hip. Again, we hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Then we release back, okay? And then we come back into the stretch. So again, tailbone at the back here, tucks underneath, okay? We slide these hips forward like so, and we feel that stretch down and through the front of that hip flexor. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds, then release. We're going to do 5 on one side, and then we'll swap over and do 5 on the other side, and then that is our hip flexor stretch. This stretch is our hamstring stretch. So as you can see, I have a belt around my right foot there. So again, you can use a belt or a towel, just something that gives you firm control of the leg. So one leg is staying down, and then we're using the belt to just gently guide this other leg up towards the ceiling so we feel a stretch into those hamstrings. Hold 10 to 15 seconds, release off. Okay, short little rest, and then come back up. Getting that stretch into the back of the leg there and into those hamstrings. Holding for 10 to 15 seconds. Once we've done that 5 times on one side, we can swap straight over to the other side. And again, we're just gently guiding that leg up towards the ceiling, getting that stretch into the hamstrings. Hold 10 to 15 seconds. And again, just remembering, we're going to do 5 on each side, and that is our hamstring stretch. So there you have it. There's our 6 essential lower limb stretches and mobility exercise that's going to help improve your pickleball game. If you like what you've seen, please like the video, share it with your friends and family. Please comment. We do answer all those comments, and again, if you have any questions, please again ask them in the comments below. There's also other videos on the channel here, so get a good look around and see if there's other things that you do like. I'm Gavin Noble from Gavin Noble Physiotherapy, and you've been watching the 10X Physio channel. Thanks.